The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle.
Gianfranco Zola is special, always engaging to watch.
One of those players who just makes you smile.
Yeah, the little magician from Sardinia lives up to the name in every possible way. And speaking of size, he made small great with his weaving trickery and dribbling brilliance.
Has a look and plays it forward. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that's well seen too. That's a lovely, neat pass. Zola. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, what? Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Suarez deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Lobbed him. Up he goes! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Mosquera cuts out the pass. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That's been cut out, well played. Rijkaard. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Nice control. He's picked his way through. De Jong defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And he cuts out the supply. Now he's got space here. Well timed, excellent interception. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Can he get on the end of this? Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Van Dijk.
Puskás really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Pelé. That pass has been well intercepted. De Jong. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Rijkaard. Neymar. Pelé. Nicely shaped ball. No luck with that dink over the top. And he's managed to get rid. Vieira. Milan looking to pass their way through. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been cut short. Davids pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Mosquera. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Davids. Barcelona finding their passes. And it's Davids. Now it's Messi. Messi has been caught there, it's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Too close for comfort. Mosquera. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's been shifted off it. De Jong, searching pass he's played there. Oh, just skips past his man. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. It's a straight red, he has been given his marching orders. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Sola! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Barcelona making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Driving forward, and the counter is on. Thuram, here's a perfect combination. And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And the action is back on the way.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Best. Varane makes the interception. And it's Messi. De Jong looking to run onto it. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Luis Suarez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here.
El dorsal 6, el dorsal 18.
Thuram. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rijkaard gets it away. Barcelona will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can.
Ah, he's given it away! Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Robson. And it's Davids. Davids really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence.
Great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Milan
El dorsal
with the corner,
26
they're first.
será sustituido por el dorsal 8.
And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
De Jong. That's Vieira. Thuram. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rijkaard. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And this is... And Messi! They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Albert Ferrer. Looking for options for movement. Well read, nice interception. Well, that's well spotted. Into the last quarter of an hour. Played backwards here. Lacroix. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Robson. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and he's lost his man here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. No, that's been intercepted.
When you're struggling for numbers, you try to create that defensive compactness and conserve energy, but fatigue begins to play a much bigger role, and it may well yet make all the difference here.
Tries to pass it through. And it's Seedorf. Solar.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for...
Luis Suarez! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Desperate defending required here.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Van Dijk getting this one clear. Opts to... Decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Albert Ferrer tries to clear.
Minutos de descuento.
Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless. He is through here! Chance! And he's following up!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. Frustration, exasperation, vexation.